Before Stand Up For Your Sister came into existence, our chapter didn't really have conversations based around these topics that are so prevalent today.
Since last spring when we had the presentation in our chapter, women went into the room that night feeling alone and uncomfortable talking about these issues, and they left that night knowing they were no longer alone and that they could come to anyone in the chapter to discuss the things they were going through.
Stand Up For Your Sister has, I think, really impacted my chapter as a whole because it allowed us a safe place to be vulnerable and to just totally lay it out there. And I think there's something incredibly special about having a sisterhood where you are who you are, and that's totally okay.
So I think seeing Stand Up For Your Sister impact Gamma Phi Beta has been really awesome because you're sitting in a room full of women who aren't very vulnerable with each other until you have this anonymous aspect. And so seeing a room full of women who don't share their feelings share every aspect of their lives is really freeing.
Stand Up For Your Sister has meant to my sorority some incredible things. It has really opened my eyes and the women in the chapter's eyes to all the hurt in the world and how much hurt the women have felt around us, and has really shown me how I can help and how mental illness is something so serious in this world today, and how that seriousness needs to be directed and focused in on, and showing me ways I can help others and just love others around me so much better.
It's impacted me a lot too, just because it's not just a tagline, but I really truly feel like Stas and the people involved with making this happen are standing in for me when I'm not all there, and they're gonna be there for me and standing up for me.
I think since beginning and founding Stand Up For Your Sister, there have been so many highlights. I've gotten to present in my own chapter, Kappa Delta. Just got to be in a community of women that typically maybe wouldn't be so vulnerable, and just getting to watch them open up and support one another was so good for my heart and so good for our chapter.
Being on the Stand Up For Your Sisters leadership team has been one of the most fulfilling things I've done so far in college. It's been great to see firsthand how much of an impact it's been able to have on so many women, including myself. It's taught me that through the triumphs and the struggles, you're never alone, and that's so important.
I think one of my favorite stories so far working with Stand Up For Your Sister was at a chapter that I presented to the previous year and had come back to this past fall, and a member stood up and she was like, I was at this presentation last year and I ran out of it because I had intentions of ending my own life, and she was like, this presentation honestly saved it because my sister chased me out and she asked me what was wrong, and I was able to talk to her, and she called our parents, and I got help for the first time. And hearing that story, it was just really resonated with me, and I was like, this is a good thing, and this is working, and this is why we do what we do, and this is why we want to take it other places. If nothing else ever comes of this, other than that girl's life being spared and saved, then that's totally okay with me.
It's just a bunch of group of girls just trying to make a difference, and just coming together and trying to sell some t-shirts and sweatshirts to say it's okay that you're struggling with stuff, and we're gonna get you the help you need, and just by selling a t-shirt, that's huge, and that's change in the smallest, simplest form of let's just help one another. So.